Morning. Morning, YouTube. Morning, nobody that'll watch this. I want to talk to you about the big the big headlines today, Sunday, February 2nd. And one in particularly, all the tariffs that Trump is putting on certain countries. And, excuse me, the effects, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay. So, let me take you back about, what was it, 90 years, 80 years? 80 years. 8 decades. Let me take you back 8 decades, okay? Now, the funny thing about time is that with time, generations die off and a lot of stuff gets forgotten, swept under the rug. But when you go back 8 decades, okay, and you take a look at what got our country involved in the number two, the big number two, I ain't talking about earlier in the bathroom, okay? I'm talking about the Second Great War. And being kind of familiar with it. I had a family member that jumped out of an airplane over the country that attacked us. The only time we were attacked to date. Why we were attacked. Okay. We were attacked because we cut off the supply of a certain product, oil, to Japan. Was it bad? Was it good? There was bad and there was good. Okay. I'm not really taking sides, and in fact, I kind of am taking sides with the good. Okay. So I just want to bring to light what the effects are from the good. Okay. So the disturbing part was we knew that was going to happen, but we let it happen anyway so that we could get involved, even though Americans didn't want to get involved at the time. But fast forward to today. So the big news is the tariffs that our president's putting on other countries. Now, there's one country in particularly that's playing it pretty cool-headed out of the three, which is a little surprising, okay? Mexico and Canada, they're tough talk. Are we really concerned with Mexico and Canada? Not really, but as cocky Americans that we are, and nowadays, people ain't the same as they are 8 decades ago, okay? Take a look around you. People ain't like my grandfather was, okay? I'm closer to what my grandfather was than anybody. And a lot of Americans have gone soft and don't care about their freedoms no more. But, so back to current day tariffs. The third country that I'm not going to mention by name, like I said, they're playing it the coolest out of the three. They're staying open to talks, okay? That's because they have more soul in this country than anybody, than of the other two, is my belief on that. But, I've been saying for a long time, probably 6 years at least, because of the realm of information that I've been in, that this country, the third country that I'm not going to mention by name, I've been saying that they are going to be the next ones to come after us on our own soil. And, I've been in the realm of information, and there's been reports done by our leaders that have indicated such from 2+ decades ago. Okay. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you about that. That's up to you to go do your own research. And the effects that America will have of when that happens to us. So these tariffs, in my opinion, are going to lead to that. Okay. Now, I want to go ahead and tell you that that certain report indicates that 2025 is the year for this, is the year for that certain report that our GOV did. And unfortunately, it's not going to be like 8 decades ago. Technology is a lot more advanced. And this country I'm not going to name by name, guess what? They own and control the majority of the technology. Okay. And unfortunately for us, they have been playing things very covertly smart. Okay. They have been very smart under the radar about how they're going to go about doing this. My personal opinion is because we handed them the keys 4 decades ago. Okay. Now you could look into when this country was freed to freed from quote unquote communism. It was actually the year I was born, 79. It was around that time that I believe we handed them the key to the whole world, not just our country, the whole world. And if you want to just sit there and right away say that I'm full of it, you haven't been paying attention. Your life and your surroundings and your tomorrow has been more important than the facts and knowledge. Because like I said, I've been paying attention. And I've been saying it. This country's going to come after us. Now, like 8 decades ago, they're not going to come in with airplanes and go after a certain part of our country like they did back then, like this other country did back then. How are they going to do it? Here, let me do this here. How are they going to do it? Well, let's see. You ready? That's how they're going to do it. Okay? I don't want to be blatantly obvious because, like I said, they control the technology. I kind of know I'm putting my face out here with this information, so I should just speak more freely. But they've already tested the hypersonic technology and how and where they'll do it. Then they're going to let a bunch of egotistical assholes like ourselves go around and take each other out for 6 months to a year. Then they'll come in. Okay? You can sit there and call me crazy. I don't care. Our days are numbered. You don't believe me? Go do the research. It's not that hard to find. You gotta look, and you gotta open your mind. But you'll find it. And when you realize that I was right, not necessarily that I was right, okay? Because there's a couple people I know that say, oh, I'm not as smart as you. I'm not as smart as you. I can't retain this information. And I look at these people that say that and I just shake my head. I just shake my head. I've never understood how you could not have the care to not pay attention and pretend like your tomorrow can never change. Okay? Because your tomorrow can and will change. And I got to reference a very powerful book. A very powerful, good book. The Bible. God. Our tomorrow is not promised. Think about it. Wake up. Go do some research. And know that our tomorrow here is not guaranteed. But I think it's all linked together anyway. I think that it's probably all meant to happen through that same good book and the return of somebody that I believe in very heavily. All right, well, I want to keep this kind of short, kind of sweet, and just try to get my part in a little bit. So, if you know I'm not full of shit and you're intrigued by the information, if you're a newbie to it, look around, start paying attention. Do me a favor too. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Peace out, YouTube.